Hello, my name is Shari Ogogo, and I'm the author of Be Savvy, Live Wealthy, a setback from a comeback for women over 50. I decided after writing the book that I really needed to give people a little bit more about how I could really help them because I just felt that I had a wonderful breakthrough. And so today's webinar is a little bit about what I'd like to share with you. It's called the Financial Comeback for Women Over 50. How to start late and finish wealthy. Believe it or not, there are some strategies that you can use to make that possible. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. My story began failing and drowning in debt in 2008. I filed bankruptcy. I was living in Tijuana and crossing the border to work in San Diego. I experienced identity theft and had to resort to payday loans. This was the lowest. To crawl out of the low point, I took an inventory of my strengths. I capitalized on my organizational skills and licenses that I held. I took a job that gave me more freedom in my time and more money. This was my bridge job. I freelanced, saved money, and kept my home and developed my recovery plan. Now, this is what I'd like to share with you. A setback is really an opportunity for a comeback. Foreclosed and credit trash, fear gripped me. I felt depressed and overwhelmed. The thought that came up is to take one step at a time. The self-talk became, you can do this. Belief in self and guided by God every step in the way. Fortitude and gratitude and grace. Fears were the motivation to keep me going one step at a time. Kept my eye on the prize and never allowed discouragement and other people's criticism to deter me. So that's my recovery. Those are my recovery steps. So I believe firmly that recovery is possible. Create a dream book. Define what you want. Define your results, reasons, or relationships desired. Define what you're earning and money. Use pictures, words, quotes to visualize your dream. Pay yourself first. Start small with seeds. Automate your savings. Take an inventory of your strengths and your successes. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference. Be willing to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Some financial comeback for women over 50. It's not too late to monetize your passion, to go from 25 to 250,000 in 3 years. Start with seeds. Start small. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Invest in what you know. What's in your purse? Do you know the difference between rich and wealthy and having more than one source of income? So today, we want to turn our finances around. One of the things you might want to know is understand how your money works. Do you have a 401k? What about a side hustle? How to buy stocks? Have you ever heard of covered calls? What about real estate investing, insurance planning, and raising your credit score? These are things that you learn about how to and take time to invest. So invest in yourself. You have a wealth of knowledge and skills. Connect with your social media and business network. Remember, you are resilient. Write a book on your passion. Teach a class online. Take a class to build up some new skill sets. Automate your tasks. Know your unique style of learning. Now, I know mine is, I'm a very visual person, so that's my strong suit. So remove some habits that might be overwhelming or cause you to be late. Those are habits. Lateness, being overwhelmed. Focus and complete one goal at a time. That's one of our signatures about the financial comeback for women. And here I put up a picture that you can look at some of the things that are related to what is happening on the forefront now. It's not the old school. We want to move into the new school now. And so you'll see I have things up here about exchange, trade, finance, blockchain. Maybe you know something about it, maybe you don't. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, e-commerce. Well, these are some of the things that really learning about this would automate and also help us to become more knowledgeable. So taking our old skills, combining them with the new skills, we learn something else. And this is how we begin to see that we have a wealth of skills and a foundation to build on. So how does money work? Know how much are you earning and how much you receive monthly or weekly. Collect all your records and separate your income from spending. You have one employer? Well, find out how if you can save before taxes and set up a retirement plan. Set this up automatically. Deductions will help reduce your taxable income. Did you discover you have more month than money? Well, find out how you could reduce some of your expenses. Are you eating out daily, visiting the coffee bar before and after work, planning your meals for the week beforehand, shopping more than twice a week for groceries, or your favorite doodad? Keep your plan simple. Learn, educate, and diversify. Now, having a plan. Cash is necessary for emergency fund and easy to reach. Stock, build your assets. And you can expand into Forex or Bitcoin. But basically you want to be able to have assets. That is really the key, is creating assets. Real estate, learn the difference between a single family home and a multifamily home and owning those particular types of properties. Insurance to protect your earning power. Now you probably have insurance if you drive a car. If you rent, you have renter's insurance. You should have if you don't. Probably you should have also, of course, life insurance because you might have somebody who's depending upon you. And so insurance, in case something should happen to you, whether you become disabled or, God forbid, that you make your transition. So keep your wants low. Invest in something that pay you rather than something that looks good or great to others. Here's my wealth building system. Owning stocks. Start small and automate. Acorns, try $5 a day to round up your spending. Robinhood, buy one share at a time, no broker's fees. Stockpile, buy fractions of stocks. Read magazines about money. Create a watch list with Yahoo Finance. What products do you like or love? Invest in what you like. So maybe you like Star Wars and you want to have all the collectibles. Well, if that is something, you might want to invest in Disney because that is one area that Disney has all of the Star Wars sequels and all of the paraphernalia and so forth. So that's, if you like that, that's the stock that you might want to consider. Investing in what you like and what you know. My wealth building system is I also believe in having a business. Decide from your interests. Maybe you would like to do a service business that does not require stockpiling products. You can write a blog about your knowledge or your experience, write reviews of books, movies, shopping experiences. Those are all possible. If you have a product, you can be something that you make, and you can make maybe you have candles or you make special flower arrangements. Well, you can obtain that at a lower price and mark it up to cover your expenses and make a profit. Develop a customer base or client list. Use social media and your contacts to share and to monetize your business idea. Wealth building is like gardening. Points to think about. Start small and build as you grow. Reinvest into your garden. plant perennials, which would be like long term, or you plant annuals or short term. So in building that, your wealth buildings for your family or for your legacy, you could buy stocks that were the Dow stocks, which would be considered long-term holding. Or you could buy annuals or stocks that would be growth stocks. And they don't necessarily, we change and they are in favor and out of favor. But that's one way I see a correlation between gardening and investing. Diversify. You don't want to depend on just one source of income or one crop for all your income. Recycle and reuse. So let's say you have income from your stock and you've got enough that you can now use it as a down payment for your multi-unit FHA. This would be an example of the recycle and reuse. This is how I see how I can relate this to gardening, to building your wealth system, building a legacy for your family. Another thing is be willing to have an ongoing continuing education. As we know, nothing stays the same. And so it's really important, are we willing to expand and learn something new? Have a mentor. And being a solopreneur now is very challenging. There's almost impossible to know all of the areas that you need to grow your business or know about stocks. So it's a good idea to have a mentor, somebody who's like a coach with you. That helps you a lot. So the next step, do I have permission to show you how I can assist you? I hope so. So right now you want to build a network of support. That's really an important part. I told you earlier that trying to be everything and wearing all the hats is pretty challenging. So you really need to have yourself a network of support. So build your team. One person would be accountability partner. Have an ongoing partner who will provide feedback for your goal. Do a weekly check-in. Choose a celebration. You might invite your friends or your family to share your intention. Set your date to complete your first goal. Create your dream book with desires, reasons, and results. Sign a contract with yourself to be completed by 30 days. If you do not meet your goal, you have to pay something for that. So that's how you say, I really want to make this goal complete within 30 days. That's making that sure that you have that contract. And so, of course, you have this one great idea of what you'd like to be able to do, and that's your goal. And so you log it on, and these are the things that you would like to be able to accomplish. But remember, we're going to check on this on a weekly basis, and at the end of 30 days, we're going to find out, did you make that goal? Did you reach your goal? So this is kind of like how we do an accountability, a check-in, and also we do a follow-up on a regular basis. So examples of a 30-day goal would be maybe to write 3 chapters of a book, set aside money for investing, automate your savings and repayment, release excess weight in 30 days. So get financially empowered. You can go to amazon.com/author/Shari Ogogo and start on your new path to financial freedom. So again, thank you. Thank you for attending Financial Comeback for Women Over 50. Again, you can see I'm on Amazon.com, author, and my name again is Shari Ogogo. I also have another website called ShariOgogo.com. And then again, I write a blog, and so BeSavvyLiveWealthy.com. Thank you again for joining me.